Hello, everyone. This is Asheville Ski Club's trips meeting. We've got some folks together today. I apologize for the ones that didn't get in, but I am recording this, so we'll be able to share the updates with everyone else. So, Jan, would you just go ahead and talk a little bit about Bachelor, please?
Okay, well, first of all, I am so ready for cool weather right now. I've had it with the hot weather, got my ski helmet, think snow, I'm ready to go. I want to go now. But for people who don't want to ski or they're non-skiers, Mount Bachelor also has a great hiking program, and they've got our hotel gives bikes away free. They don't give them, they let you use bikes for free, and they've got hundreds of miles of biking trails. I just disappeared. Then for people who have decided they want to do something else, I've got lots of hiking that goes on down there. And the beauty of the Mount Bachelor trip is that you can do them all in one trip. Why am I seeing snowmass on there?
Oops, sorry.
Yeah, because Wayne's jacking around out there.
Get that thing off of me.
I want to see your inbox, Wayne. That's what I'm waiting for. And it's being recorded.
Now, I was trying to go pull up Snowmass, so whenever we're ready to go, I would be able to talk. I'm sorry. I thought you couldn't see my screen coming up. My bad.
Yeah.
No, you're sharing
it was right. It was right there on my face. Anyway, the trip is ready to go. I will put all the information out in the newsletter so that people can sign up for it. The beauty of it is that we'll be staying in Bend, and it will be over the Easter holiday. So if you've used up a lot of your vacation time with COVID, then at least you've got days off during the Easter holiday that they will give you, and you can go to Bend during that time. I feel confident that there will be a vaccine that will be ready for everybody before then. And it's a good option. Even if you add in the car, you add in round trip air from Asheville, the flights from Asheville to Portland, breakfast is included, the lodging in 4-star lodging is included. We've got a snow tubing party, which if you ever snow tube, that is a hoot. Pizza party, souvenir, got all kinds of things going on with this trip. And it comes in at about $1,700 for the whole thing, including air. It's a great deal. And it's a 7-day trip. Starts from Saturday, the Saturday before Easter, and ends the Saturday after Easter. The advantage of this time frame is that there are so many schools that are on spring break then, at least 6 of them in our area, plus a lot of other areas. This is a good time for spring break. So that means teachers can go, school psychologists can go, coaches can go. You can take your kids or your grandkids, and there's something for everybody. It's not a high elevation, but they have lots of snow, and Mount Bachelor keeps its snow through the year. So I could go out there now and ski. It'll still have snow. I'm going to see if I can get them to take a picture for me, and I'll put it in the newsletter.
All right, cool. All right, Jan, thank you very much. Any questions, Jan?
For me or from me?
No, anything for you. Any questions for Jan? Connie's on the ceiling. I mean, Sunny's on the ceiling. Okay, Greg, let's talk about your trip.
She's working out. Why not?
Greg, tell us about your trip, sir.
All I know, well, for quick for Spain. We're still working on getting refunds. We got our refunds for the side trips, and still waiting for the crux of it are the hotels. They're still negotiating at holidays. No, they're like, vouchers were supposed to be good through early 2021. I don't think anyone's going to be going in 2021 early, so we're still working on it. But Telluride, as far as I can tell, after looking at the site and how many hotel rooms were booked, there's approaching 90 people signed up for Telluride, and the deposits are refundable until September 15th. And we have 8 people, and that's it. So I think, again, to Jan's point, people are waiting. And there are a bunch of trips, because I saw Snowmass, how many people are going, and maybe everyone's picking and choosing their maybe one trip a year. And I don't know if this is going to be one of them for our club. So I'll keep promoting it, but it's just been in a stall for the last couple of months. And I'm going, damn it.
Greg,
If I have to buy an RV, I'm going. And that's kind of all I have.
Greg, tell us what is the interest? The emails I've been sending you, people, saying, "Hey, I'm interested in." How many interests have you had? Of people?
Yeah, I had over 40 people very interested in the trip, and when it came sign up time, and boy, like Jan said, and you guys said, promote it, fun stuff, all kinds of extra stuff to do. 8 people, 2 of which are Sweetie and I. So that's it. Out of all that interest, I thought for sure we'd get a big chunk, but we didn't. So
don't give up. You know what?
No, I won't. It's a little frustrating though. I thought, hey, maybe I got a hall pass on this one for me, but we'll see what happens. But it is what it is. What am I going to do? I'll keep pushing it.
Yep. And as new things develop, get it out. Margaret,
Yeah.
anything you want to talk about for that from the Crescent side on Telluride or Steamboat?
Yeah, I talked to Sarah today, and Crescent has 120 signed up for Steamboat. We have 18 from Asheville, all repeats, people that have been before. Sarah said the Steamboat's confident of the winter operation and the ability to host the lessons and but they're going to have to work on the social aspect. That will have to be determined, the lunches, the banquet, and as I stated in the contract and everything, if we don't have those events, that cost is all subtracted from the cost of the trip. Final pay or second payment of $400 is due August 1st. She's sending out a reminder. Telluride, she did say that they have 82 registered council-wide. She said there are only a few spots available at Camel's Garden Hotel and Town Condos. There's plenty of lodging at Mountain Lodge on the mountain. And they're in the same position as Steamboat. They're pretty sure about their winter operations, skiing aspect, but social components, they're going to have to wait till they get closer.
And Mountain Lodge is a very nice place to stay. Very convenient.
Yes.
I think it's interesting that I think there are like 6 or 8 people signed up at Mountain Lodge. Everybody from Raleigh, I think it was dictated that they stay in, I can't remember if it's Camel's Garden or the West End condos. They've got them packed. So they basically told everybody, we all are staying here. And it is. And they filled it up. So there's so far 4 or 6 of us at Mountain Lodge, and I'm one of them.
Yeah, it's a nice place.
And all we got to do is take the gondola down and say hi to people. It's okay.
Right.
Can
right.
I add one thing about Spain? Greg, you should have gotten something from Lisa Braggy about the amounts of money that each individual member was supposed to get, or that may have gone to the trip leaders and then trip leaders worked on it. But I had something telling me all the amounts I was going to get back on the hotel lodging, what they had negotiated. Everything is set. And it's just a matter of Sean either crediting your credit card or writing checks.
Oh, from Spain, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did get, and airlines. I have a sheet in here of how many credits I have on airlines and when they expire. That's
Well,
a
they
mile
extended
long.
to 2022 on airline tickets.
Yeah, I know, but they also bank on the fact that people will forget that they have those credits.
I've already used half of mine.
Oh man, I had to write them all down. So I did see that about a month ago.
Okay, yeah, the exact amounts we'll get back from the hotel.
Right.
So,
Right.
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't see Bill on the call, and he had said it when I talked to him earlier today by text. He had, I think, 0 people signed up so far. So Heavenly is, still not giving up. But as far as I know, nobody has signed up from Heavenly. Can you see my screen now?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Snowmass is February 6th through the 13th, 2021. We're staying at the top of the village condos in Snowmass. We've got 5-day lift tickets and some of the amenities, things that's happened there. We're going to be doing a welcome reception, round trip. Baggage handling is attached to the property. Free first tracks at 7:50 a.m. on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll have to check on that, get some more information about that. But it's in groups of like 10 or more, I think. Group discounts on rental lessons, NASTAR racing, tubing that Jan was talking about, the Alpine roller coaster, Mountain Adventure Park, Icon Pass is accepted there. And then there's a shuttle between the resorts. Based on where you're flying into, you will have to find transportation. And Sarah's working on some transportation now, either from Denver or from Eagle. And I'm going to try to fly into Eagle. And it's only like a 15 or 20-minute travel from Eagle Airport up to the condos. And that's what I'm recommending people to be able to fly into, to be able to do. And Sarah,
hang on.
working on transportation.
Hang on. 15 minutes from Eagle to Snowmass?
Is that right? 15.
Oh no, you're talking about 2.5 hours.
What's the airport that's in Snowmass?
You're talking
Aspen.
It's Aspen Airport.
well, yeah, you can flying into Aspen's pretty hairy. I usually go into Grand Junction and take the canyon up, but Aspen's just like an Eagle though. You drop into that canyon and it's a hang on to your hats.
But it's not the Snowmass Airport, right?
No, it's
that's where you want to fly in. You want to fly into Aspen if you're looking for the closest.
Aspen
But it's
Airport.
a small airport, and it's hair raising because I did it.
Last February.
Okay.
Yeah, Grant, if somebody wants a bigger airport and a little bit longer drive in, it's Grand Junction. Not Denver. Denver, it's probably a 4+ hour drive.
Right.
To get to Aspen. It's a long one, and it's no fun.
And Sarah said she was going to send an email out, and she may have done that because we booked this, a year ago. We didn't know what the rates were going to be or air was going to be. So we're still working on getting that. So she's sending out an email asking who's going to be flying in where, and maybe we can set up some shuttles, between the two. So we're still in process on what's going on.
Wayne, she sent out an email asking for preferences, but I've not seen an email with the costs or the option.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
That's all I've seen is a request for your preferences.
Right. And I'll follow back up with her and see what she got back as far as the feedback goes. Call Sarah.
Are you all filled up for that trip now?
I am not. I still got some spots. I think, Jan, what did I tell you? I had 46, 44?
Yeah, you said 46.
46 have signed up for it. Doesn't mean I got 46 going. It's just that, last 12 months is when those have signed up, and 99% of them were before COVID-19. So doesn't guarantee that I got that many going.
So how many
Yeah,
spots then do you have?
I've got about 4 or 5 spots left that, we can drop without a penalty.
Okay, because I've got somebody from another club that might be interested, a couple of people.
Okay.
But they thought that the trip was filled.
We added more condos. It was filled, and we did add more condos. So my bad for not promoting that better. And I guess that's what we're doing today, is promoting a trip. So there is some space available. Thank you for asking that. Questions about the snowmass? Starting July 1 was our first payment, but things really started around October 9th, 2020 on starting to get the payments together. So that's when it really starts, trying to be able to collect money and to be able to start getting those signed up, getting the money into Sarah. Somebody had a question?
Well, I was just wondering, that's just what I was going to ask about. I would imagine most of the 46 you said have already paid in at least the first payment, and right?
I'll have to go back and see.
Yeah, there was a deposit due to even sign up. You had to make a deposit. Go back to those.
Yeah, there was an initial deposit way back when.
Right, it's July 1st. To be able to get their name on that list, yeah, they probably have, you're right, get that deposit in.
Wayne, these dates don't coincide with what is on the sign up when you go to the actual page.
It's just a recommendation. No, I'm just kidding. What are the difference?
Well, they have the final payment is December the 4th, final payment.
Okay.
And let me see.
Well, I think the biggest thing
They have a 10-9 payment is due, and then the final payment was December 4th.
It sounds like what I remember, sort of.
Yeah.
All right, I'll make a change on December 4th, final payment, snowmass. I'll update the website.
Go to your group manager page. You should have a group manager page for that trip, and you can see it all.
Okay.
I'm thinking for these trips, the biggest thing for me is, when is it fully refundable? And for Telluride, it's September 15th is the drop dead date for second deposit. That's when you start getting dinged if you want to back out. So we'll know, like you said, Wayne, we'll know better than how many people are really serious about it.
Okay.
So, I hope more, but yeah, a lot of people I told them, sign up, you get your money back, and it still was sparse. So we'll see what happens with all of them.
I don't know if you saw the pop-up. Zoom said that they removed the 40-minute time limit on our group.
That's because you're the man.
No, I know the man, but I'm not the man.
It's because of your background. Your backdrop, I mean.
All right. Okay, so have we covered all the trips? We covered Steamboat, Telluride, Bachelor, Snowmass, and Bill's trip. We've covered all the trips, yes?
Did the Croatia trip get canceled?
Yes.
We
Okay.
canceled it.
It's still listed on Crescent's trips.
I asked that it be removed. Apparently,
Did it go to Lisa? Did you send it to Lisa? Goes to Lisa
I
Bragg?
don't think so.
Okay, that's probably why it goes to Lisa.
I'll update it.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing it up.
Yeah, that was canceled. And now it turns out that Croatia has decided that that's the one country in the European Union, that will allow Americans. Everybody in Europe has forbidden Americans to come in, and Croatia has just decided that they're going to let them.
Give them time, they will.
Nice.
Persona non grata.
Nice.
All right.
Just
We
one
got
thing, One thing, guys, with regard to the newsletter, which I've got to put together in the next few days. I think Greg's point is a good point, that on each of the trips, if you know what the drop dead dates are and what the parameters are for refunds and all that, I think it'd be good for each of the trip leaders to write just a brief write-up for each trip, talking about when things are due and what the drop dead dates are, or what the parameters are for refunding, just because of this crazy COVID mess.
Good idea.
Yeah. Well, now, in the past, the club has always had an inconvenience fee. If you drop it, there is a charge. I don't know whether they do that anymore, but in the past, there's been a charge for dropping, because the trip leader has to go back and resell that spot. Pretty much, whatever it is that has been paid so far, you don't get back. If it has gone toward the lodging or something else, if the tour operator has had to pay for hotels, a certain amount for hotels, then you won't get that back unless the spot is resold.
Trip insurance.
Yeah. Trip
Isn't
insurance.
that called heads and beds? Or heads on pillows or something? You got to get a replacement.
You have to get a replacement if you want all of your money back.
Yep.
But otherwise, you're going to lose whatever the tour operator has had to pay. They're not going to eat it.
Right. But that's always been the case, is that if you cancel, you got to try to get somebody to buy your space.
Yeah. So
okay.
I don't want anybody to think that they're going to get all their money back if they drop by a certain time. They aren't.
Right.
And
well, no, I just meant for Telluride, September 15th. If you do cancel before then, you get 100% back. After that, it's different story. You're in the game.
Okay.
I think that, Greg, that's a great idea to have the cutoff for full refund on all the trips noted. And I understand people's hesitation in terms of signing up. Air travel is pretty risky right now.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, we've got a few minutes left. Does anybody have any questions of, what our plans are? I've got a meeting set up with next Tuesday. I think that's already been sent out to the XCOM to be able to talk about elections. Our election should have been back in June, but there's not been a lot going on, but we do need to have elections. And so we're going to discuss that next week. Bill's agreed to be the chair of the nominating committee. And so I just need to get him some folks to be able to help him. But what we'll probably do is send out an email, ask for nominations for each office, and we will come back, and it'll probably be a SurveyMonkey or a Google sheet to be able to send out for people to vote on who that is, who they want to be for next year. I have served actually 2 terms as president, and I'm not wanting to serve a third term. I think we need to share the love. And Bill's ready to go out as past president. So we are going to be looking for officers. Kay has also said that she would like to be able to step down. She's got a lot going on with the state this year. So we do need to get some folks, involved and in. And this might be an easy year to be able to do it since, we're not meeting and there's not a lot going on, not a lot of check writing going on. So it might be a great year to be able to do that. But that is, we're going to discuss that next Tuesday and come up with a plan to be able to do it. So that has not been forgotten. Margaret, you're always really good at this on the board members on who is up for election or not. Are you still keeping up that list?
Yeah, I'll have to get it out and I can send you everything.
That would be great.
Yeah.
I'm
not
sure we could
sure
get it up,
it's
but
correct in the newsletter either. I know there's some things that aren't right on the newsletter, officers and so forth, that haven't been changed.
who would that be?
Yeah, I was just about to ask Wayne, because that, what we call the leadership contacts page,
Yeah,
I think there've been perhaps some changes that have not been sent to me, and, you know, it's kind of in flux, and I understand that.
Okay.
Unless you get back to me, Wayne, with anything else, I'll just keep it as is for this particular newsletter, which is going to be out in the next 3-4 days. And your meeting is not until next week about elections. So, you know, that is a kind of a fuzzy area right now.
All right. I'll look at it and see and make notes on that. I made myself a note.
question. Are you going to try and have a Zoom club meeting? Have y'all talked about doing that? That's what most of the clubs are doing. Charlotte's doing it.
That's such a challenge.
The council did it. The National Ski Council Federation, we're doing it.
Yes, that's the plan for coming up in August. And I was wanting to be able to test what we're doing, to be able, you know, make sure we had the bugs worked out. But tonight was sort of a test to be able to do that, and I failed miserably. But I still was able to get you guys on. So I'll just need to do some more practice on finding out what's going on. I don't know if there's a cross in emails, like it might have been an email sent out in wayne.bailey59@gmail, and I'm trying to sign in Zoom on Wayne_Bailey642. I'm not sure what's going on, but I'll go back and research it and make sure that it's done right the next time. And we'll be testing it with the XCOM and some other meetings. But yes, let's just plan on August 2nd, Tuesday, 7 o'clock. We'll have a meeting. And that might be the time that we go ahead and start getting some nominations or some elections or something like that happening on that Tuesday. So yes, it's still in my calendar to meet 2nd Tuesday in August. I was hoping by then we'd be good to go and be able to meet, but you know, it's still alive and well, and numbers are increasing in North Carolina. So I don't want to take a chance on getting anybody sick, you know, by us meeting.
Thank you.
Definitely.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Any questions?
Looking at us, we all look old enough that we're in the high risk range.
Yeah.
And
Especially Greg.
just a reminder to get me whatever you can for the newsletter, any updates on the trips and numbers and all that sort of thing, just brief stuff. Don't need a lot of write-ups and everything, just to kind of update everybody.
All right. And I'll get up with Bill and do the same thing for him. I'll make sure he gets you something in it. All right, this is being recorded, so thank you very much. I'll get this out as soon as it comes back from Zoom, and I'll get it out to everybody and let everybody know. I think we lost Sonny, but thank you again for taking your time out tonight to be able to be with us and talk trips and budgets.
Thank you for doing that.
Hey,
Bye,
thanks,
everybody.
guys.
All right,
Thank you.
bye.
Miss you all.
Good
We'll
night.
talk to you
What's
soon.
out of this anyway? Oh, I just hit the